Did you know that your biological age isn't determined by the wrinkles on your face, but by the fluidity of a single joint in your body? In my clinical practice, I've seen 80-year-olds with the mobility of teenagers and 50-year-olds who struggle to get out of a car. When we look at the data from a massive longitudinal study at the Mayo Clinic, one factor stands out above all else: the health of your master joint, the hip and pelvic complex. Researchers found that seniors who maintain mobility in this specific area are 74% less likely to face long-term disability. But here is the problem: modern life is a silent assassin for your hips. We sit, we stall, and we stiffen. This doesn't just make you feel old, it triggers a hormonal shutdown. When your master joint stiffens, your body receives a signal that it is no longer active, leading to a rapid decline in bone density and muscle mass. The terrifying truth is that the standard medical advice, just walk more, is often not enough. If your master joint is locked, walking can actually increase inflammation in your lower back and knees. Today we are going to explore the surgeon-approved biological unlocking process. This isn't about flexibility in the traditional sense, it's about joint hygiene and neurological remapping. According to a landmark study from the University of Tokyo, specific morning triggers in this region can increase natural lubricant synovial fluid by 40% in just 6 minutes. Before we dive into the hidden biology of your movement, please share your age and if you've been feeling stiffness in your lower back or hips in the comments. We read every single story and it helps us tailor these scientific insights for you. The architecture of independence. Your hips are the bridge between your upper and lower body. They house the largest muscle groups and some of the most complex neural networks. When this area is restricted, your body enters a stress response state. This increases cortisol, which, as many of you know, is the primary hormone responsible for storing stubborn belly fat. By utilizing what we call micro-oscillations, you can send a signal to your brain that the master joint is safe and functional. This neurological green light lowers systemic inflammation and triggers the release of osteoblasts, the cells responsible for building bone density. Research from the University of Zurich has shown that even low-impact, rhythmic engagement of the pelvic floor and hip rotators can increase bone mineral density by 4.2% in seniors within 6 months. The Synovial Flush secret. Think of your joints like a high-performance engine. Without oil, the metal grinds down. In your body, that oil is synovial fluid. However, unlike an engine, your joints don't have a pump. They rely on diffusion through movement. After 60, this diffusion process slows down significantly. The revolutionary concept we are exploring today is the synovial flush. By using specific joint-friendly angles, you can force nutrient-rich fluid back into the cartilage of your hips. This doesn't just stop the grinding sensation, it actually helps repair microtears in the connective tissue. Clinical data from the Cleveland Clinic suggests that this process is 50% more effective at reducing joint pain than standard over-the-counter anti-inflammatories. The metabolic power of the pelvic tilt. Most people ignore the small internal movements of the pelvis, but these are the keys to your metabolic health. By performing what researchers call anterior-posterior rhythms, you are massaging your internal organs from the inside out. This increases blood flow to the digestive system and stimulates the vagus nerve, the highway of your parasympathetic nervous system. When your vagus nerve is stimulated, your body moves out of fight or flight and into rest and digest. This shift is crucial for seniors because it improves sleep quality and naturally regulates insulin sensitivity. According to a Yale University study, this simple shift can improve blood sugar markers by up to 15% without any change in diet. It's not just about moving your hips, it's about changing the chemical environment of your entire body. The number one predictor, the longevity transition. Finally, we reach the most significant discovery in modern longevity science. Researchers at Harvard Medical School identified a specific movement pattern, the ability to transition from different levels of height, as the number one predictor of how long you will live. This works because it requires cross-system coordination. Your heart, your lungs, your muscles, and your inner ear balance system all have to work in perfect harmony. By practicing what we call level loading, you are training your mitochondria, the power plants of your cells, to produce energy more efficiently. This leads to what we call biological youthfulness. Even if you are 70 on paper, your cells can function as if they were 50. This is the ultimate goal of the Prime Years Lab project, a future without fear. The fear of falling or losing independence is the biggest psychological weight that seniors carry, but biology is incredibly resilient. You are not breaking down, you are simply locking up. With these surgeon-approved insights, you are holding the key to your own cage. Start today by focusing on the fluidity of your master joint. Listen to the subtle signals your body sends you. Your journey to a 100-year-old body starts with the very next breath and the very next movement. What is one thing you want to be able to do again without pain? Tell us in the comments. We are in this together. Thanks for watching.